an area where cashew and cassava bread production are the primary economic activities, the Guyana Marine Conservation Society, GMCS, a local environmental organization, is training young women to use aerial drones for environmental monitoring. These young women from Region 1, Barima Waini, are being upskilled to be part of the Barima Mora drone unit. This initiative is both exciting and innovative for Guyana, as it not only strengthens the capacity of the youth in the region, but also expands the country's research capabilities. Through an Inter-American Development Bank IDB program and the Maritime Administration Department of Guyana, MARAD, the young women have now expanded their training to underwater drone surveillance. So far, the Barima Mora drone unit has supported the East Berbice Aquaculture Cooperative Society. The group has also conducted an offshore demonstration with MARAD and will soon help to locate a sunken vessel off the Mahaika River. The IDB Lab project is currently being implemented under the title Securing the Future of the Barima Mora Passage Mangrove Ecosystem and Its People. The project is critical as nearly 2 in every 3 mangrove trees in Guyana are growing in the Barima Waini region. The Barima Mora Passage spans over 50,000 hectares, and of that, mangrove forests account for 14,000 hectares. It is the largest and most fully intact mangrove forest in Guyana. To ensure the safety and sustainability of the area, it is essential to conduct drone surveillance. Who better to monitor the area than the residents themselves? The second component of the IDB Lab project cultivated Guyana's first ever Indigenous Girls Drone Unit. Sarah Singh, marine biologist and project administrator at GMCS, shares her experience during the training process, to which she describes as a dream come true for many of the girls in the region.
We're currently implementing an Inter-American Development Bank lab project, an IDB lab project. It's titled Securing the Future of the Barima Mora Passage Mangrove Ecosystem and Its People. So this project has 3 components, 3 very, very important components for this area we call the Barima Mora Passage, especially for the girls who have limited access to training, to jobs, to ways of earning income. I think exposing them to new areas to earn money and to be involved in technology, I think it's very important, it's very much needed, and we will continue to involve these girls. I think it's one of what they would say, it's like a dream come true for them. So I know they're super excited and they're super grateful for it, and I do look forward to having more activities like these. The Girls Drone Unit, called the Barima Mora Drone Unit. So this is a group of girls who are trained to operate aerial as well as underwater drone with the aim of monitoring their environment. So the Barima Mora Passage, like I said, it needs some sort of protection. You need to monitor it to see what's happening and what will happen, and you need to have data to monitor the changes. So that's where the girls come in. So every quarterly, they will be going out to do monitoring trips with both drones to gather data. If there are situations that they need to report to the relevant agencies to take corrective action, like EPA and NARI, Guyana Lands and Survey, and so on, the girls can send the footage directly to them and they can take the corrective action.
2 young women who are part of the project shared how the initiative is having an impact not only on their own lives, but also on their communities.
My name is Shakiri Sam. I'm from Region 1, a small community known as Aruka Mouth. Region 1 is a very forested place. I am from a riverine area, so most of the activities there are paddling to move around, and some fun activities are like catching crabs and swimming. I was interviewed and I was chosen to come on to be on a drone training. From the drone training, I got the opportunity to do other trainings like botany and aeroprama. I got to do beekeeping, and other drone training, as well as the ROV training. Coming from an indigenous community and learning how to use technology and traditional knowledge to monitor my mangrove forest is very exciting. The training for me so far, I am currently the field officer working with the Guyana Marine Conservation Society, and I am hoping for the opportunity to do more training and build my capacity to be a great environmental leader. If it wasn't for the project and the training, I probably would have done something like teaching along that line. Every 3 months, the Girls Drone Unit go out and monitor the Barima Moro Passage boundaries. We basically go out to check for any clearance of mangroves and gather database, like to check compare the landscape of how much clearing it had like a few months ago compared to now. It is great to have such training like these in hinterland communities because it provides opportunity to youth that they never dreamed about, and they're actually getting the opportunities to do these training, which is exciting for them. It's like giving them the experience of technology to use, which they never had the opportunity to do. So I would say they are much appreciative. Speaking from myself, I am very appreciative about it.
The project creates a chain effect where the skills learned can be passed on to other young people in the community, boosting the human resource capacity.
My name is Vian Friends. I am from Region 1. I am from a small community called Morawano that's located in the Barima Moro Passage. I'm 90 years of age. I'm working with the Guyana Marine Conservation Society as a local content officer. I got chosen because I was the ICT officer, and basically GMCs are targeting young women that know about technology. That's how I was chosen. Training is basically great. We had offshore demonstration to MARAD. So yeah, it was great. On 2 weeks we had digital marketing with GTA, how to develop local content, how to caption, how to edit pictures and videos so that you can post on social media. In my community, don't have that much jobs. Like most people catch crab for a living to gain an income. My community have a limited of jobs for just the school and health work. That's the only jobs in there right now. Well, I would say it is good because a lot of youth can get involved in training.
The project is being enhanced and developed through the collaborations of both public and private partnerships, including the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, the Maritime Administration Department of Guyana, MARAD, the Guyana Tourism Authority, GTA, the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, the National Agricultural Research and Extension Institute, NARI, and the Guyana Forestry Commission, GFC.
The girls have undergone different training in natural resource management, training in local content, and we have very supportive partners such as the Guyana Tourism Authority, the Environmental Protection Agency, NARI, the Guyana Forestry Commission, and many others who have lent a helping hand or who have supported us in one way or another just to build these girls' capacity, expose them to both field and theoretical training. So we're very, very, very thankful for their collaboration and their support throughout the years.
The project entails 3 main components: community sensitization, green enterprises, and blue carbon.
For the first component, it's basically on community sensitization. So we will be going out to the schools as well as the communities to raise awareness, teach them about the natural resources in their environment, ways they could protect it, the threats to it. To do this, we developed a communication strategy so that we can have a roadmap on how to engage with the schools and the communities. We'll be doing radio announcements. We will even have the Youth in Environmental Local Content Brigade. So these are basically this is a group of girls from the area who were trained to do local content. So they will be equipped with cameras and drones to take pictures and videos in their communities and share on social media. So persons can see these communities and see what's going on from the girls' point of view and in their own language. We also have wildlife clubs and environmental clubs in the primary and secondary schools. We are working on educational materials, animations, booklets, posters, you name it.
Some other sensitization initiatives include Birds of the Barima Mora Passage poster, broadcasting on Radio Mabaruma, Women's Conference to be held in Region 1, establishment of the Youth Environmental Local Content Brigade, creation of a wildlife club in Region 1, and hosting of both local and international researchers. A team from Rewild will be conducting a primate study in the Barima Mora Passage before the end of the year.
So in the second component now, we are introducing green businesses so that the people can move away from cutting down the mangroves to a more sustainable way of earning an income. So we have the Imbutero Research Center, which is the first marine and coastal focused research center in Guyana. It's located in the beautiful village of Imbutero, which is right next to the Venezuelan border. So through this research center, it has provided job opportunities for the villagers in Imbutero, from being the manager of the research center to being a tour guide, to being a local counterpart, accompanying the researchers on their expeditions. So it's provided job opportunities as well as learning opportunities for the people of the village.
Another aspect of the green enterprise is the Weir Pepper project in Smiths Creek. It promotes the sustainable cultivation and commercialization of the Weir pepper, a small, extremely hot pepper that is native to Guyana. The project was started by a group of farmers in Smiths Creek with the support of the Canadian High Commission and the Ministry of Agriculture. The agroforestry project is run by 37 women and girls in the region. Under the project, farmers are trained and supported to improve cultivation and harvesting practices. The project also includes efforts to create value-added products. There is also the beekeeping training, which involves young persons. The initiative is aimed at providing education and support to local and upcoming beekeepers in the region. The training is designed to improve practices, increase honey production, and generate more income. An apiary or honey house will soon be established in Region 1 to process the honey harvested from the surrounding mangrove forest. To further capitalize on the mangrove forest, a blue carbon study will be conducted in the Barima Mora Passage as a potential beneficiary of carbon credits.
The third component now is on blue carbon baseline and developing a community monitoring, reporting and verification system for these communities. So we will be measuring the amount of carbon that the mangroves can hold, and then we will quantifying and adding a value to that, and then we will be developing a system so that the communities can monitor their mangrove ecosystem and manage the income that can come from that, from the carbon credits. So the IDB project is a very exciting one, and I must thank IDB Lab for having us implement this important project in Guyana. It's a very exciting one. But most importantly, it opens the youths and the women and the men of the Barima Mora Passage eyes to what the future holds and a great potential and how much they can do for their environment in protecting it.
Data collected from the drone surveillance have played a crucial role in ensuring all activities carried out in the region are compliant with environmental regulations.
We have collected images and videos, which we did actually send to EPA. There was a fuel spillage, a fuel pollution matter in Morowana, which deals with a lot of fuel selling. But unfortunately, the way they dispose of their fuel in the river is a very unenvironmentally friendly one. So we have gathered the data through the pictures and videos, and we have sent it to EPA, who actually went in to check out the situation. We actually gathered photos of people in the Barima Mora Passage cutting down the mangrove forest illegally. So mangroves are a protected species, so you're supposed to emphasis on that. You're supposed to have permission to cut it down. But when we sent in the footage to Guyana Lands and Survey and so on, they said that nobody really reached out to them to ask for permission. So they were able to go in there with the pictures and videos and implement a cease and desist system in there support the persons that were cutting down the mangroves.
As the project grows, it will provide numerous young individuals with a chance to develop their region in a sustainable manner that future generations can anticipate.
I would always say to dream big. The world is yours to have, and you cannot limit yourself to just one thing. I know you haven't been exposed to a lot, but once you dream big and once you see what you can do, your capacity, shoot for the stars. Like, the world is yours. Don't ever limit yourself. Like, there's so much opportunities out there, and once you're interested and once you show that you're interested and you're willing to do the training and what it takes to be in such positions, like, you can have it.